Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot Connection with the Weekly Comic Roundup. We've made it through a good chunk of this week's roundup. So we move on to this week's Marvel books. Kicking things up, we've got Avengers Assemble #1. So this miniseries kind of sort of spins out of Blood Hunt. Basically, Cap wanting to have an Avengers. An actual Avengers team that's handy during handy during crises. Basically, a backup Avengers team. So the issue begins in Germany. Sin has killed some archaeologists and taken the helm of the holy death mask of Arita, goddess of hate. In Avengers Mansion, Jarvis is talking with Cap. Cap is Cap lists off the things they know they have to deal with. Doom is new Sorcerer Supreme. There's the mutant kinds rebuilding, and countless new vampires. Some just innocent folks trying to get by. And Impromptu Avengers just managed to save the city from life under vampiric rule. So the Avengers Emergency Response Squad is going to be there for whatever's next. Apparently, Jarvis very much missed washing unstable molecules, but he's kept up with his continuing education. And he says maybe it feels like the good old days. And the first three are already there. Janet Van Dyne, the Wasp, Monica Rambeau, Photon, and Shang-Chi. But and Shang-Chi wasn't sure his old identity card was ever official, so he was surprised he got the call. And Shang-Chi's kind of curious, are these four it? That's barely a squad. But Cap states that the rest of the roster is incoming, but they're on the move right then, because it has stolen an ancient psionic artifact, and it's trying to feel mad and getting stronger with every person it touches. And so, Shang-Chi gets ready with, teleports the team with the 10 rings to Brugge, Germany. Cap says that Sin really is just like her father. In Strasslund, Germany, what do they call themselves? Basic Servant Society. The new Servant Society is stealing an old barrel of sludge from a museum and using using Sin's actions as cover. Basically, the Avengers are going to notice a smash and grab when Red Skull's daughter is riling up people. So, but Cap, Wasp, and Photon are affected by briefly affected by the helm. Shang-Chi basically punches each one of them to clear their heads, and he gets to say Avengers Assemble, and meanwhile Hawkeye shows up, shovels a deck of cards, and at the mansion, waiting for the others to show, but he figures he's dealing. Um, then Living Lightning, She-Hulk, and Julie Power show up. Um, but Sin utilizes the throng of people she's influenced with the helmet to take to make things hard for the Avengers. But Sin talks a little bit of shit to Monica back in New York. Wonder Man arrives. And Hercules has also shown up. While Sin's distracted, Wasp flies up her nose and basically gives her wasp stings from within her head. But yeah, and Sin basically does a snot rocket with her. Photon takes Cap's shield and goes at light speed against Sin, knocking her helmet off. But getting her to basically run away. But the next recruit shows up to the mansion in the form of Night Thrasher, who's brought new gear, jackets that are woven tech, do a hell of a lot more than just keep people warm. He brought it up for everyone. Then in Rawling, New York, or Pauling, New York, in an abandoned building, the Serpent Society is meeting to do whatever they're going to do with the barrel of sludge. There's apparently a core component to the Serpent's tears. But they'll be deadly and marketable, as well as honor the new society's backer. So that's not the only, but the leader of the Serpent Squad says that Seth's not the only serpent. There's another, the Great Red One, who menaced the garden. He's the one that cries the serpent's tears, the tears of Mephisto. And that is where the issue ends. Actually makes for a nice callback to Jason Aaron's run. The Serpent Society was involved with Mephisto at one point. Moving on, though, to our next book, we've got Captain America number 13. Where we left off, Cap and his fellow change agents were making their way to the front door cabaret, but Death had apparently spread his power around basically the whole city to hinder Cap's way. And so they're trying to deal with a city full of people and get through them without hurting them. They managed to do so, though Rebecca, who has come under the sway of Death to basically betray Cap and crew, she had other ideas. But Death then shows up, and Cap takes the rings that everyone was given, and takes Death on hand to hand, as he's not nowhere near full power. Death, that is. He basically pours it on until the other change agents have managed to get away to the cabaret, and Death must take back the energy he gave. But Lyra has succeeded, and the change agents are beyond Death's reach. And he says that through them, Cap has extended the suffering and misery of the human species, added to the millions of bodies in the war that is to come, and to his own misery in shepherding them across the darkness. In Cap's, as he states, in Cap's foolishness, he has guaranteed the death that he has foreseen for the Cap has foreseen for himself. One that Lyra did not tell you would only happen if this battle went her way. And Death says that he will see Cap again on that day. And so Cap goes to where the front door cabaret was, and it's gone. But as Cap's recovering from his injuries, he pokes around on the internet to see if for references to the front door, or if anyone's seen a nightclub appear out of nowhere. There's nothing. And as the issue ends, the flowers outside of Cap's window grow. Or bloom. Actually, no. They straight up bloom. Good conclusion to the arc. This is not the end of Straczynski run. We've got at least one more issue, so probably quite a few, though. But moving on to our last book for the moment, we've got Vengeance of the Moon Knight, number 9. Where we left off, Khonshu was free, Mark was resurrected, and, well, that resurrection is going to come with a price. The death of the replacement Moon Knight. So, turns out that that he made a deal way back in issue number 11 about a life for a life to save Reese. Something that Khonshu kind of lords over him. But Reese and Moon Knight are patrolling. We also get to see Hunter's Moon and Moon Knight patrolling, but also with Mark is wanted to get information on the new Moon Knight. You know, the Shroud, and so Mark goes up against Shroud. Shroud's Dark Force powers aren't exactly working too well after the whole Blood Hunt thing. But Mark insists that Shroud put on his Moon Knight costume for the fight. And he explains that, basically puts it as Shroud is a former member of the Cult of Kali. Mark puts it in terms that Shroud would definitely understand. You know, what would the cult do about someone pretending to be one of their agents? And so, Mark kills him, while Hunter's Moon stands to the side. At the bar with no name, Moon Knight shows up in the Mr. Knight suit and nails Shroud's Moon Knight costume to the wall with crescent darts, reminding them that their deal remains the same. They stay out of the Midnight Mission's territory. But it turns out that Shroud isn't dead. Mark managed to beat Shroud enough to the point where his heart stopped, and Hunter's Moon was on hand to basically restart his heart. But and as Mark states, Shroud, as Moon Knight, died. To save Shroud's life, Mark had to kill him. Had to stop his heart. Hunter's Moon believes it's a dangerous game that he's playing, but Mark states that dangerous games are the only ones worth playing. But Shroud gets to live even after a god called for his death. And Mark insists that Mark tells Shroud to get help, do the work. And Khonshu admonishes Moon Knight, but basically gets told where to stick it, based on that bony beak hit of Khonshu's. And is reminded that the staff of the Midnight Mission, well, Khonshu owes them their freedom, or owes them his freedom. So, you know. And the issue ends with Moon Knight saying, "Moon Knight is dead. Long live the Moon Knight." And actually, such ends this run of Vengeance of Moon Knight, to be replaced by Moon Knight Fist of Khonshu next month. But good issue. Like how the Shroud story wrapped up. I I'm sure at some point some writer will decide they want to write Shroud, and much of this will be, some of this will likely be brushed aside, but oh well. Anyways, that's going to do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Big shout out to Patreon patron Ribbons and Penis. Your support is greatly appreciated. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, Mastodon, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.